If I were to ask you what is the rate of getting a gilded piece from either a hard, elite, or master casket, would you guys have any clue what the rate is? I'm assuming a few of you probably know, but not many of you. So today's video is going to be all about visualizing, giving you guys a visual, basically, of what exact rates are from clue caskets, from hard, elite, to master. So before anything, guys, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and let's just get straight fucking into it, because I don't think any of you guys want to be watching this day alt mining. So, yes, this is a graphic I made. It looks like dog shit. Please excuse the... Anyway, I'm not going to... You know what? I'm not going to apologize. This took me a couple hours. I made 4 different slides of these, but I gathered some screenshots from the wiki, and I wanted to just clearly, as clear as I possibly could, give you guys a visual of what the true rates are from getting certain uniques from caskets. So let's get into it. Normal uniques from hard clues. So as you guys see, this is the hard clues. There is 4 to 6 rolls per casket, as many of you know, which averages out to 5. Yes, it is equally weighted 4 to 6, so it is 5 on average. And normal uniques, of course, it's blurry as shit. I bet you guys can't even see any of this. But there's 122 normal uniques. And to get one of these, on average, takes 2.7 caskets. So, again, it's per casket. All of these numbers here are per casket. Just keep that in mind. Which I feel like for most of you guys is the best way to visualize like how common these are. Of course, the normal uniques, it makes it look a little funky, but basically every 270 hard caskets, you would get 100 hard uniques from the normal drop table. And this, by the way, the normal uniques, so let's clarify. That's not including the god pages. That's not including suites and shit. It's like actual unique items that you can only get from hard clues. So if you look really, really close, you can see like all the little different god rune armor, different god d-hide, stuff like that. So it's a 1 in 2.7 chance to get one of these. And rune H bodies, these are the bad boys I've been hunting. I'm still missing 2 and 3. We just got 1 the other day. These are a 1 in 325. So if I wanted to get one of these, like just a rune H body, it would take me 325 caskets to get, which is pretty fucking ridiculous. Those are pretty damn rare. Same goes with the God D-Hide shields. Now, there's 6 of them, so they are slightly more rare specifically, but they still equal out to a 1 in 325 per casket to get a Ancient D-Hide shield. So if you were like an Iron Man and you're like, I really want a God D-Hide shield for my Iron Man, keep in mind this shit would probably take about 325 hard caskets to get one, just to get a shield. They're pretty damn rare. Anyway. Noted pots up here, as you guys see. It is a 1 in 812 to get a noted pots from a hard clue. Quite rare. It's actually rarer than gilded. So with hard clues, you only get the OG gilded pieces. You don't get chances at like the scimitar or anything. You just get these 11 chances. So there's 11 gilded. It is a 1 in 650 to get a piece of gilded from a hard casket. And for third age, as we all know, it is a 1 in 3250 for a piece of third age, and there's 13 of them. So the actual rates, like specifically for a third age, is actually the best out of any tier, which is pretty insane. Because yes, the rates increase as they get higher, but there's also more third age on those. So yeah, hard clues are a great way to get some good, solid third age pieces. Now, of course, you don't get chances at the weapons or the tools or druidic, but you still got like, the OG sets. So that's kind of cool. Let's just move straight into the elite. So right here, we got the elites. Again, 4 to 6 rolls per casket with an average of 5. And let's take a look at the normal uniques. There's only 48 normal uniques compared to 122 from the hards. And it actually takes almost twice as many caskets to get a unique. It's every 5.3 elite caskets, you'll get one of these uniques. And I did list them all here. This includes basically like the royal outfit, all the shitty dragon masks, the fucking boot, the kilt, really dog shit uniques besides like the ranger gloves and ranger tunic and the kilt, I think. But yeah, pretty much all dog shit, and they're very, very rare. I mean, well, not very, very rare, but twice as rare as a hard is pretty insane. But I guess there are fewer uniques. So in the future, I could definitely imagine from like a clue scroll expansion, they would add a bunch more normal uniques to the elite table because it's kind of lacking. So is the master table, to be quite honest. So maybe that's just kind of how it goes. But anyway, every 5.3 elite caskets, you will get one of these. Now, tuxedo, there are 10 pieces of tuxedo. There's 2 sets, light and dark. And it takes an average of 255 elite caskets to get one of these. So if you wanted a specific, let's just say, dark tuxedo shoes, it would be 1 in 2,550 to get that specific piece per casket. That is why the elite, like the normal elite log on your collection log, takes so long. But by the way, I mentioned in the description of my last ramble, I didn't actually mention it in the ramble, but in the description, I mentioned that the changes to the elite rate actually made the lava dragon mask and ring of nature more common. So we'll see that in a little bit. Rares right here is a 1 in 733. Okay, yeah, I totally fucked this up. As you guys can see, the noted pots are here and the rares are down here, but I'm just a fucking dumbass. So I will, yeah, whatever. Anyway, noted pots are a 1 in 733, and the rares are also a 1 in 733. But keep in mind, I am including all the rares in one category. So you'd have to multiply by 4 for a specific. So I believe actually multiplying by 4 actually equals out to a 1 in 2932. I believe that's the exact math from it. So if you wanted a lava dragon mask now, you're basically getting a third age piece. And ring of nature, you're basically getting a third age piece. You know, like a specifically a ring of nature, you just got a non-specific third age bait, like the same chance of that. So kind of interesting to see. I've gotten noted battle staves twice. I don't know if I've ever gotten the crystal key before, but I haven't gotten any of these two. But they are almost twice as common now since just a month ago. New gilded, so I'm calling this new gilded. This is all the new shit that was added in 2019. All the like d'hide and the pickaxe, the axe, the spade, the scimitar. All of this stuff is actually more common than the old gilded, so the OG gilded. But I also included what the chances of getting just a piece of gilded are. So a piece of gilded is just 1 in 209 per casket. But again, if you wanted like specifically these, which I don't see why anybody would really care, here's the rates for those. 1 in 326 for the new and 1 in 586 for the old gilded. Third age chance, as we know from the last ramble, is actually a 1 in 2932 chance instead of the 1 in 2750. So, kind of cool. By the way, there's 17 pieces here. So, there's actually 4 more third age on it. And as you see, the rates are actually worse than the hard caskets. And that's going to be the same with the masters as well, just because they added more. So, it's kind of interesting. Anyway, we might revert back to these just to show. But I want to show you guys the master clue table now. So right here you got the dragon kits. I know it's very fucking hard to see. I apologize, guys. I just had to shove a bunch of information on all these. The plate body is a 1 in 2,127 chance, and the kite shield ornament kit is a 1 in 4,255 chance. It's twice as rare as this. By the way, I actually got the plate body ornament kit, which I'm fucking happy about. The kite shield, I just am not even going to bank on getting this shit. Imagine going 10 times. Okay, you know what? Let's not go that crazy. Imagine going 2 times the rate of this kite shield kit. You just really fucking want it. Yeah, you're going to be doing like 8,500 masters if you went twice the rate. Even if you went fucking half the rate, you're doing 2,000 masters. So these things are fucking rare. Anyway, I forgot to state, these actually do have an extra average roll. So you're averaging 6 rolls per casket for Master Clues, which is different than the 5 from Hards and Elites. Normal Uniques, however, is a 1 in 4.1 chance. So every 4.1 caskets, you'll be getting one of the Normal Uniques, which includes the jewelry ornament kits. And it also includes like Ale of the Gods and all those demon masks and the hoods and samurai and shit. So There's only 35 uniques. Yeah, so they're not, I don't know. It's whatever. But it's kind of cool because I feel like a lot of people almost think that those occult and torture and anguish kits are all on like a separate drop table. No, they're just a normal unique from here. So it's kind of interesting. Godsword kits, however, are their own table. And to get a Godsword ornament kit, it would average 142 master caskets to get one. And Q and Mummy, to get a piece from this table is 200. It would take an average of 213 master caskets. Those things are fucking rare. And then, of course, the actual rares, good thing I actually titled this correctly, is the Bucket Helm G, Ring of Coins, Cabbage, Anti-Fire, or sorry, Anti-Venom Plus, and the Torstals. I actually got the Torstals on my opening when I was doing my Elite opening. And then we did all like the master caskets afterward. I actually got Torstals, which is pretty sad because that could have been a Ring of Coins. I already have the Bucket Helm G, though, so yeah, 1 in 454 to hit this table. So there's 5 things on it. Gilded, we'll cover real quickly. This is the most fucked up rates, I think, of all of it, I think. I think this is so absurd. So if you guys have already looked, Third Age from Masters is 1 in 2269. The old Gilded table to get one of these is a 1 in 2269. It's the same fucking rate. Like, what? Like, why? Why are the OG Gilded from Masters so fucking rare? They're literally as rare as Third Age. I guess they're actually technically like twice as common because there's actually more items on the Third Age table, as you see, like almost twice or over twice as many. But the new Gilded is a 1 in 252, which is very interesting. So there's like crazy. I mean, it's almost like 10 times more common to get these. And then, of course, all Gilded. If you just wanted a piece of Gilded, it would be a 1 in 22 or 1 in 227. Kind of cool to see these rates kind of visualized. I hope this is kind of helping you guys if you've ever been curious. It's not like you need help, but I mean, it just, I don't know. I think it's fucking cool to see the actual rates, the actual numbers per casket. Now, I wanted to share some other information called extras. So, I did all the math. Per hard casket, you get 2.68 sweets. Every elite casket, you will get an average of 3.02 sweets. And for masters, you get an average of 5.45 sweets per casket. Kind of interesting, huh? So I didn't obviously get the information for the easies and mediums, but it would be really cool to see. I believe these rates big time increase, at least for hards and elites. I don't think you can open masters on Entrana, but for hards and elites, if you open them on Entrana, you will definitely get a lot more sweets per casket because you're just removing all the chance of getting armor and weapons. Ring of Third Age. Okay, so there's a Ring of Third Age. It comes from the Mimic, and I just calced it per casket. So per elite casket, you have a 1 in 1540 chance of getting a Third Age. A Ring of Third Age. And for the Master Casket, a 1 in 600. So, it's Masters are harder to do. I tend to forget that. I tend to forget that Masters actually do have quite high requirements compared to Elites. So it's like whatever. Third Age from the Mimic. So it is a 1 in... I should have probably wrote this down somewhere, but it is a 1 in 35 chance to actually hit a Mimic from an elite an elite casket, and a 1 in 15 from a master casket. But to actually get a piece of Third Age after already rolling a Mimic, it's a 1 in 250. So the actual accumulation rate, basically, like the effective rate of that new elite casket, basically, or just a... Let me rephrase this. When you have an elite casket that you're unsure of, like you haven't clicked it to make sure it's a Mimic yet, the actual rate of getting a piece of Third Age is actually 2196 because you have to include that little chunk of Mimic chance for an increased chance. Anyway, I find that kind of interesting. With Masters, it's a 1 in 228 after you've gotten the Mimic to get a piece of Third Age. And then, of course, without knowing if you have a Mimic yet, it is a 1 in 1364. Kind of cool. Kind of interesting to see. Now, with the all-inclusive Third Age chance. So if you were to just never trade in at Watson ever, the actual chance of getting a piece of third age from a master clue. Like, you get a master clue, and then you have that 1 in 15 chance of getting what am I saying? You get a hard clue, and then you have a 1 in 15 chance of getting a master clue. So the actual effective third age chance from that hard clue that you originally got is actually a 1 in 2805. However, you can't count anything extra if you did receive a master. I'm just saying, like, the actual clue itself would actually have that chance, which is kind of interesting. Now, if I were to get an elite clue, and then without counting anything extra, just that elite clue's value is actually a 1 in 1661 to get a piece of third age. So that would be including that master chance, the 1 in 5 master chance. With the elite mimic chance and with the master mimic chance, it all equals out to a nice 1661. Kind of cool. Anyway, guys, this is just a little bit of stuff I made, and I hope this kind of gave you a little bit of a visual representation of what the actual rates are. I can include these. I'll probably actually link these images on a tweet just so you guys can see them. But before I actually make that into a tweet, I got to make sure I fucking switch these rares into a pod so I don't look like a dumbass. And I don't think I've made any other errors. I think all the numbers look pretty correct now that I've reviewed them. But I would love to see what you guys have to say in the comments, if some of these numbers were surprising to you. A lot of people don't just study the wiki like I do and some other people do. So these numbers may come as a surprise, especially this fucking old gilded stuff. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Again, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I want to give a big shout out again to the members of my channel. If you guys would like to support my channel financially, there's a join button on my page. And when we hit 50 concurrent members, I will upload all previous and future rambles onto Spotify and all other major podcasting platforms. So if you guys would like to support me, it would mean the world to me. But other than that, that's pretty much the end of the video. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.